Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kate, or Go by Always More Sims here on YouTube, and today we're doing our last current household of the year, which is crazy to say. This is going to be our last current household of this family too. I'm not going to be continuing with the youngest like I normally do. I'm going to start a completely new save. I don't even know. I kind of been wanting to play 100 Baby recently, in The Sims 3. Because I've been rewatching somebody play it on YouTube that I used to watch, and I don't know, 100 Baby was the whole reason why I wanted to start a YouTube channel, because I wanted to play it like everybody else did. It was the first challenge I started on the channel, first challenge I completed. I did it in 3 generations. We actually had, I think, we had 103 kids, 104, something like that. But it was 100 Baby holds a very special place in my heart, and I don't know, I've just I haven't played Perfect Genetics for a while, and since I had Perfect Genetics right after 100 Baby, it just Perfect Genetics is a very similar kind of thing. You're just trying to have all these kids. Where 100 Baby, you're trying to get to 100 kids. With Perfect Genetics, you're trying to find a kid with the perfect genetics, for every generation, for 10 generations. So I had that going for a while, and I as much as I kind of complained about it, I liked having the really big households. I liked constantly popping out kids and doing all the makeovers and managing the really big households. I actually really enjoyed that. Despite all the crap I kind of gave it, I really enjoyed it. So I think I might do a couple current households next year. If I do decide to play some 100 Baby challenge, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But right now, we're doing our last current household for this family, for the year. Just crazy to say. And yeah, I also have 4 of my dogs in here with me, and they've been really wound up because my dad is outside and they keep hearing him, and it makes them bark, so I do apologize if any barking happens. But once again, we are in one of Little Simsy's houses. I was like, I don't want to build a house, so I didn't. And here we are. So we are going to, oh, that's a sad face. She's really sad. Lorelai literally just died this morning. Her sister from the last generation. So it's just Lorelai and Odette, and Lorelai just passed away. So Odette is kind of sad. She's not feeling it. But this is her. She's actually really cute when she's not frowning. Looks very comfy. She's wearing something I would totally wear. She's a cat lover, a dance machine, and then she got non-committal. So I've kind of used this non-committal to kind of spice things up. And then she has animal affection because she has the animal, or the friend of the animal's aspiration. So, she's in the the social media career. She's level 4, public relations. I don't know. I've never really done much with the social media career, so I was like, I'll try it. And she has a fair share of skills. Again, she's not mastered cooking skill, which is what? My Sims, the last couple of generations, I feel like they haven't been mastering the cooking skill as much, but normally my Sims are on top of that cooking skill. So Odette has 5 kids, but as you can see below, we only have 3 in the household, and no, that is not because 2 of them are old enough when we moved them out. So Odette, like I showed you, she's non-committal. So Odette got in a relationship with this Wesley Roosevelt, and they were dating, and they were engaged. She got pregnant, and then she gets tense when she's in the same, I've kind of ignored it with the job, but when she's in the same relationship, she gets really tense until basically you break up the relationship. We'll see. By then she was pregnant, and I just kind of ignored the trait at first because I wasn't really, honestly, at first I was like, I don't want this trait though. I wanted to have my happy little families, because I'm not one to cause drama in families. I kind of leave them to be happy and everything is all great, fine, and wonderful. But so she was pregnant, and I just ignored, she was tense all the time. I ignored her non-committal trait, And Iris was born. Their eldest daughter, she just let herself in. I don't know where she went though. Oh, she's out here. She's out back. So this is that is a lovely face, dear. She's not going on cross-eyed, but this is Iris. Iris is her oldest daughter. Looks a lot more like Wesley than she does Odette, but she's a cat lover. We don't know her other two traits. I will get to that in a second. There's a reason why. So, also there's she has not gone out and had any kids. I'm not sure on the next daughter. I'm not sure if she's a teen still or if she's a young adult yet. But they have not gone out and done anything. They're still living with Wesley, because I've been focusing on The Sims in the household that I honestly have kind of forgotten that I need to go and do stuff with Iris and with her younger sister who is down here. This is Maya. So I did not mean to put them in the same outerwear. But so Odette, super tense. She was in this relationship with Wesley. She wasn't very happy. Wesley is evil. And he just wasn't the nicest sim, but she was like, I'm gonna make it work. We have a kid together. Well, then she got pregnant again, and then they had Maya, and then Odette was just miserable all the time. I was honestly just kind of over it. I'm like, we're gonna play into this non-committal trait. And we broke it off with Wesley, called off the engagement, broke up with him, and then had a bunch of fights. He was really upset, really pissed, and so as basically revenge, he took the girls and he left. He took both girls, took them from Odette. She doesn't have any custody over the two. I kind of wish it was a thing in The Sims 4 that you could have split custody. So you have Sims that are divorced and don't live together, and you could literally have the kids split up between the households so that they could go back and forth. I think that'd actually be a really cool concept. Even if we ever do get a Generations pack, I think that'd actually be really cool. To have divorced families, split families, and have the kids you can schedule certain days a week. The kids are with the dad, and certain days of the week the kids are with the mom, or with one parent and then the other parent, and maybe the other parent tries to fight you for more custody, and then you have to fight. I think that'd be actually really cool. But since I can't do that, we're just saying that Wesley took both Iris and Maya as basically out of anger, out of spite, took them away from Odette. She has no custody. She only gets to have them come over every once in a while, and she gets to see them, but they do not get to stay with us. They don't get to live with us anymore. So, is Maya a young adult? She is a young adult, okay. So, that's just, it's a very sad thing, but we didn't have either of the girls. Basically once Iris and Maya, Maya was born, Maya was conceived, days after Iris was born. And then, so by the time, Iris was a toddler, Maya had just been born. And then Iris aged up into a child just as Maya was becoming a toddler. And then, they've been very close in age. So, once they were both children, Wesley took them and, left. So, Odette was really down, really depressed. And she blamed it at first. She's it was just Wesley. It was just the relationship I had with Wesley. That was the whole reason. So then she got with Axel Klein, and she's we're gonna give a relationship another go. Well, then she got pregnant again, and she had Davian, and that is how I'm pronouncing it, Davian, instead of Damien. It's Davian with a V. So she got pregnant, she had Davian. She really likes Axel. You can see they're actually still really close and friends, but they didn't see the relationship going anywhere. They broke it off very, they're still friends. They're just this whole romance that you've invented just proves you're too naive to be here. No. But the whole romance just wasn't really working, just kind of fell apart. And they were content to leave it as friends. So Davian is pretty close with his dad as well. It's like really good relationship, but Axel was like, I love my son, don't get me wrong, but if you want to keep him with you, because he like understood the whole mess that it was with Wesley, and he was like, you can have Davian, I'll just come over and visit. And like Axel comes over like all the time, and he just hangs out around the house. I'm like, you do you, dude, like you've been great. But basically after like a second relationship kind of fell apart, Odette gave up on having steady relationships and just kind of started sleeping around. And that is how we had 2 more kids. So first she got with Kai Braswell, and Kai and Odette had a little girl. This is Enya. Their like one night stand produced this little girl. And then she had another affair with, I mean, she wasn't like cheating on people, but she had another one night stand with this guy named Lewis Fisher. And then they had Avalon, and Avalon is our youngest. Avalon would technically be the heir. Avalon would technically be the heir if we were continuing. Neither of the dads have any interest in having any relationship with their kids. They barely have any kind of relationship with Odette. So every once in a while, like if Odette is like really stressed, we invite Lewis over and like woohoo or something. But I'm very careful that she does not get pregnant, because as much as Odette loves her kids, the the last 3 were not planned at all. Honestly, the like Iris was the only one that she really planned for. Didn't really mean to get pregnant with Maya, Davian, like Enya, Avalon. Didn't mean to get pregnant with any of them. They just kind of happened. But she loves them. They are her children. She will not turn them away. So, it's not like the best house though, and like Wesley tries to like use that against her. He's like, well, you know, you're a single parent, you're making, like at the time she was still level 1, so it was basically like, we're gonna say minimum income, and she has this house, and I mean like it's a decent looking house, but it's also like on the cheaper side. And he's like, she can't afford to like raise 2 kids by herself. And then, like, when she had Davian, then Axel used that against her as, oh, well, you know, she's too busy sleeping around, she won't be able to focus on her kids. And, like, he just keeps using basically everything that happens in her life as a reason for her never to have gotten custody back of Iris and Maya. He's like, oh, well, she's sleeping around and having more kids. How can she take care? Like, she won't even take care of the 2 she has. Like, painting her in, like, a bad light to look like a bad parent. And, like, the court just keeps ruling on Wesley's side, even though the fact that, like, here, Maya and Iris had their own rooms, where at Wesley's place, they both have to share a room, and honestly, the conditions are kind of worse over at Wesley's house. But it's just, it's how it is. So, looking into traits, so Davian is going to age up in 2 days, but he is a goofball and creative. He is honestly a sweetheart. Like, because Odette would get home from work and she would be like super stressed or like really stinky, and like we'd be out of food, and so she'd be trying to like take care of the house, and Davian was there to like help take care of his little sisters, especially Avalon. He did a lot with Avalon. So he's really sweet. He's a really good sim. Doing not so great in school though. And he has the party animal aspiration, so he has the gregarious trait. Then we have his younger sister, Enya. Enya is self-assured, and she has the artistic prodigy aspiration. She's also not doing too great in school. She ages up in 2 days as well. And then we have Avalon. Avalon is neat, and then she has the rambunctious scamp aspiration, because this house actually came, no it did not. It did not come with this, did it? I don't think it did. I think I placed that. But anyways, we have, I'm not doing just the table. We have the art table, but I'm doing other than just the art table. And she just aged up this morning, so she has not been to school yet. All the kids also do have their dad's last names. Odette wasn't sure how they would react to the kids, so she thought, because she had been so used to Wesley, who Wesley insisted that the girls have his last name. He was like, we're getting married, you know, they need to be named after me because you'll eventually have my last name, so they need to have my last name too. And like at one point she tried changing Iris's last name to be Yoon, and he like freaked out, and so she thought that the dads of the other three would freak out as well, so she made their last names the dad's last names, and the dads don't really care. But see, that's why I don't know what to like title this one, because I always have, you know, the month and then like 2021, and then I have like the Yoons or da 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 da, and I can't do that because they all have different last names, because it's Davian Klein, Enya Braswell, and then Avalon Fisher. So I don't know what I'm titling this video yet, but I think, oh, and then we had pets. We had Bingo. Bingo is out here. Bingo honestly looks kind of mean, but was actually a really sweet cat. Odette adopted Bingo like as soon as she moved out of her parents' house. Like, she grew up with dogs. She has nothing against dogs, but she's a cat lover. She much prefers cats. And basically, as soon as she was on her own and she had enough money, she's like, I want a cat. I want my own cat. So she got a cat, and we got Bingo. Bingo passed away like a week ago sometime, and then we got Boots. Boots' little Siamese up here. I think he's stuck. He has not left this one spot of the house all day. I tried having him, because this is Avalon's bedroom, I tried having him come upstairs to play with Avalon earlier when she was getting ready to leave for school, and then she like glitched out, and then like he's glitched out, and I've tried resetting him, but he won't leave, and I keep trying to call him, but he won't come. Like, I don't know, I think Boots is stuck. But we have Boots, and he is also a very sweet cat, and that is all. We've only had 2 cats. I've thought about getting like 2 at a time. We might, I don't know. But that is it. Family tree. Lorelai had 3 kids. She had Donald, Christina, and Vivek. And again, she just recently passed away. And that is honestly about it. So they're that far back. I feel like I was just playing with Eleanor and Briggs like yesterday. Ugh. Yikes. Okay, wow. Well, that is all. I mean, here we can... It's a pretty big family tree. Yeah, it started, and then like all of the Sims have kind of died off. Yeah, this is the family. They were so long ago that they're not even like acknowledged as being in the town anymore in the save, or like their families aren't. So wow. This is it. So that is all for this year. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I have a gaming channel linked down in the description below, like always. So if you want to go check that out, I would totally appreciate it. Again, I don't really know if I might be doing like a Sims 3 100 baby like person. Like, I just kind of play it by myself and then like upload that as a current household every once in a while. Probably continue. I've really enjoyed playing on Short Lifespan, so I might continue doing that. Who knows? Thank you guys, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye, guys.